Next, we are going to see how to name a module or how to name a program. If you are trying to store a module, it must have an extension .py. For example, if I have stored my module as sample.py, then sample is going to become name of the module. There is a built-in function in Python called underscore name underscore. It used to hold the name of the module which is being referred. So current module means the module which is executed. Suppose the module which you have saved, if it is not having .py extension, then we will not be able to import that particular module to any other program. And naturally, whenever you are creating module name, it should not be a Python keyword. If you are trying to do so, it will create error. Certain things you have to remember when you are going to create modules. You should always define the code as a separate file based on its purpose so that it can be kept away from rest of the application. For example, if you have to print something in a particular style and that particular style if you want to follow multiple times in your program, then it is better to make it as a separate function so that you can reuse it. So module is considered as a collection of functions which you can use in different programs. When we are importing a module to your program, you can use any function of that particular module so that function definitions from a module can be used as a part of your coding. There are three ways of importing modules. The first method is this one. You can use the import keyword and it can be followed by the module name which you have to import. For example, import math. So now you are importing only a single module to your program. And if you want to access the functions of this particular module, you should always follow a particular syntax. First module name followed by dot operator, then attribute name or function name of that particular module, which are defined inside that particular module. For example, math.py. It will refer to the value of pi which is defined in math module. Math.sign within bracket -3, it will calculate the radians value from the math module. Now you can see the previous code is written in a script mode. If you are not writing print command, you will not be able to see the output. So in script mode, you must write print statement. Within bracket, you can call math.py, math.sign of -3 so that you can see the output as it's given down. Now, there's an error in this particular code. In the last print statement, they are trying to print the value of pi which is defined in math without the support of math module. In this particular method of importing module, you will not be able to write a print statement like this. It will create error. You should always write module name first followed by dot and then pi. Otherwise, it will create error. Now you can see that error which is generated for the previous code. Name pi is not defined. The type of this error generated is called name error. Now in shell mode we are going to see how can we implement a math module and how can we print an attribute pi's value and how can we calculate the sign of -3. So in the first prompt, I have written import math. It will import math module to the shell mode. And after that, I have written print within bracket module name, that is math dot pi. It will definitely return pi's value. And after that, you know that after getting the output, your prompt will be waiting. There I have typed print within bracket math dot sign of -3. Remember, two brackets I have closed. The first one I have closed, it is of sign function, and other one which I have closed, it is of print function. I got an answer -0.14. Then definitely I will get a prompt. There I have written print within bracket pi alone. Without using module name, I have tried to print the value of pi. This shell mode is not aware about such a variable name called pi. So it will report you a runtime error that is called name error because pi is not defined so far. It will not be able to give its value also. So instead of using pi, if you are using math.py, definitely you will get answer as what you have seen earlier. Even without using print function, you can write math.py. Then also you will get the output. But just by using the variable name pi, you will not get any output. It will always create name error. Now we are going to see how can we import multiple modules in a Python program. For that thing, what you have to do is we have to use import keyword itself, followed by first module name, then you put a comma, write second module name, put another comma if you want to write third one. Likewise, you can import any number of modules to your program. For example, I have written import math comma area. So math is the default module which we are getting along with Python package. But area is my own module which I am trying to import to the program. And if you want to access attributes or functions inside the module, follow the same rule which we have seen already. Module name followed by a dot, then you can write either attribute name or you can write function name. For example, math.py, math.sign of -3, area.rect of 5,3, area dot square of 4. Likewise, you can call the functions which are residing inside each modules. But make sure that these attributes as well as these functions are residing in these modules. Otherwise, it will create you error. In script mode, I have written a code. In that one, I have imported math. In that particular code, I am having three functions of my own named circle, rect and square. Circle is having single argument, rect is having two arguments, square is having one argument. Circle is going to return area of a circle. It will be calculated according to the R value which you are going to supply. For calculating area of a circle, we know that equation is pi r square. For that thing, we want to use the value of pi. So to write the value of pi, it will be difficult for some programmers. So you can use math module to import the value of pi to your program. So you can call that pi attribute from the math module as math.pi into r square. It can be written as r exponential operator followed by 2. It will calculate the area of that particular circle and it will be returned to the place where it is going to be called. Then in rect function it will return L into B's value, whereas in square it will return A into A. And see, in this program I have not called any of these three functions which I have written in this program. That means circle, rect and square. I have not called in this one. But remember, I have saved this particular program with a name area.py. So I can use this particular code as module in some other program which I am going to write. Now you can see script mode which is having multiple modules imported to that. The first line I have used for that one, import math comma area. So all the functions written in both these modules you can use as a part of your program. In the first print statement, I have called circle area calculation function of area module. So area dot circle is being called with a value 4. So 4 is going to accept as the radius and it will return the area of the circle according to that. In the second print statement, I have used power calculation function of math module with two values 2 and 3. So it will calculate 2 raised to 3 and 8 is going to become the output of this particular print statement. In the upcoming two print statements, I am calling rect and square function of the area module. Output of the rect function calling statement, it is going to become 15 and output of the last statement, it is going to become 9. You know that math is having more than one function other than power function, but I have not used in my program. Still, math module is imported complete to my program. That is one of the drawbacks of using this particular method. This is the output screen of our program. We got circle area as 50.265 onwards and the power functions output we got it as 8.0. Rectangle area we got it as 15. Square area we got it as 9.